shut off from your real self, that capital S self, the reality of you, the truth, the love that abides with you, which remains aware of its likeness to its creator. This is the truth. Your real self seems to sleep, while the part of your mind that weaves illusions in its sleep appears to be awake. That's it. That's what seems to be our reality. Now, it's interesting. You read about that. I read an article, and I was going to bring it. I have millions of articles to bring. I never bring them because there's so much other stuff to talk about. But it was about how we become more positive as we get older. And it was right around Thanksgiving time. It was one of these things talking again about the brain. And they said, have you ever noticed that when you go around the Thanksgiving table and you ask everybody to say something they're thankful for, you'll get, the kid will go, I'm thankful for my DS, or I'm thankful for my this or that, and then the next person, that he shouldn't be playing with at the table, but they are. And then the other ones that some, they can't hardly think of anything. They get to Grandma Susie and she's going, says something like, I'm thankful for all my children and for the beauty of this and the beauty of that. And they have these beautiful things. And they said, because the brain gets actually more thankful. The area of the brain that ignites in that area becomes more vibrant as we get older. And the things, the anger and the hate usually begins to dissipate. We kind of think of that as senility, they seem to say. But actually, they say some of that is that we become more thankful over time. So if you're worried that this is part of your evolution, that this negativity, what it's telling us is that as we get older, those things that seem to be so important to us don't hold the value anymore, and those begin to fall away. I was thinking of Bill, the story of Bill and his socks, that his mother gave him at Christmas time socks. And he said, I used to get these expensive bottles of booze and fancy cigars. But he said, this Christmas, the thing that meant the most to me was when my mom gave me these socks that I just absolutely adored. And I said, I felt such gratitude. He says, it brought tears to my eyes. Now think about that. Because it's not just the socks. It's what that meant to him, that she thought enough to remember the socks that he liked and to buy those socks. He's to an age, he's old, You are, I'm joking. But I'm just saying, but the gratitude muscle is there. Sometimes when we're young, we don't recognize how thoughtful people are to us. And as we get older, we remember, you know what? They really thought about me to remember I like that particular kind of sock or this or that. And we recognize that. So, yeah, I do think there's a fight or flight mentality in us, but I don't think it cannot be overcome by love. And so what this is just saying is let's engender this part of us. Let's engender the reality of us, because that's what we are. And those first two paragraphs in this lesson are really telling us who we are, what is happening to us. And then it's saying, if you want this, then you need to just be motivated to start thinking of the people that you have the most challenges with and recognize that if you hold those grievances, you don't know who you are. That's all. Bring it into mind. If I hold on to this, I don't know who I am. What gives you more? Holding on to the grievance or knowing who you are? Knowing you are created by love like itself. What do you want? What do you want? And to me, that's always what the Course is giving us. It's never telling you, you should be more loving. What's wrong with you? It's always saying to us, what do you want? What gives you more? What gives you more? Love or this? Love or this suffering? What gives you more?